Welcome guys to December site meeting. We've listed the attendance. You can go through that yourselves. Our first discussion item is going to be your ITERS tip of the month, and that's going to be number 30, guiding children's behavior. 7.1, staff help make children aware of how their actions affect others. An example would be point out a sad face of a child whose toy was taken. Call attention to how nice it feels when someone shares, "Oh, Johnny, that was so nice. You gave Emily the block." So just making them aware of their actions and how it affects others' feelings.
Use of video in the classroom. Educational video should only be used as an enhancement to the lesson plan with teacher involvement. What we're seeing some places is that before a lot of children get there in the morning, that teachers are having children sit down in front of an iPad and watch just things that, not anything that's harmful, but just fun little videos. Materials used to support and extend children's current interests and experiences in ITERS is the only time that video can be used. For example, children were observed and discussed birds on a nature walk, and upon returning to the classroom, the teacher uses the iPad to help children identify a certain bird that they observed. Or let's say that teachers are doing something on their lesson plan and they have a good, really short, quick video that enhances that. The point we want to make here more than anything is that video cannot be used to entertain children while teachers go and do something else, or while teachers are cleaning the room or getting out supplies for the day. That has to be done before children come into the classroom.
Exactly. Music. Music should only be used for activities in appropriate times and sound levels. Loud music, background music can lead to classroom chaos. Radio stations are not considered appropriate for infants and toddlers. So we encourage you to always use the kinder music as a music activity. Having the radio playing Christmas music or just your favorite station is not appropriate for the children in your classroom. You could maybe put on a dancing CD and do an activity and turn it off. But just to have loud background music can be very distracting and can get out of hand very quickly.
And also be aware that that music at nap time should be at a reasonable level. We've been going into some classrooms and the music is very loud. And I understand that what you're trying to do is drown out noise from surrounding rooms or other activities that may be going on in the building. But when it's loud like that, it's disruptive to the peaceful atmosphere that we're trying to set when children nap and when they rest. We want to talk just a minute about free play. Free play means that children are permitted to select materials and companions and, as far as possible, to manage their play independently. Staff involvement is primarily in response to a child's specific needs, although staff can initiate activities for children to choose. Non-mobile children need to be offered materials for their free choice and moved to different areas to facilitate access. It's important that we support children in their play, not that we go in and take over their play. An example would be if children are building with blocks and a teacher comes over and says, "Let's build a house," and a child wants to put a block in the wall and the teacher says, no, that doesn't go there, put that over here. We want children to use their own creativity. We want the play to be theirs, and we want to be a support to them as they play. So it's really, really important that we remember our role in free play. Suggestions are great. Being a part of that play, when children are cooking, we're the taster. When children are building, we can help facilitate that play. But children learn when their free play is supported by adults and not taken over by adults.
I couldn't agree more. Also, it's important to, rotate around the rooms, engage a little bit with each child playing, not just to sit and kind of just let them run loose, but it also free play can be engaging with the teacher. Due this month is the December site meeting sign off. It's actually going to be due January 8th, 2020. That's weird saying 2020, but So January 8th, we need to collect the sign-off sheet for this site meeting.
Upcoming trainings and events, January 10th, winter checkpoints are due. So you should be almost complete with the documentation for your winter checkpoints. So those are important. Be sure they're in there. Actually, it is so much better if you are taking those every day. I know some people like to wait closer to the end, but if you're taking those if you're taking documentation and writing down your observations every day, it shouldn't be that difficult when we get to January 10th. It shouldn't be a real crunch there to do checkpoints. Your documentation should already be there. January 11th, U of L CDA class begins. That's the one that has 2 sessions. So be talking to your director. Remember that, because it's super important that we get started in those. March 5th, CDA class begins at OVEC. 2020, CCP pre-service, July 13th through 16th, 2020. Mark your calendars. We're working on making that as fun and exciting as we can. CCP Directors Meeting, February 5th, 2020, 9 to 3. And the Program Planning Committee meeting, March 13th, 2020.
As usual, there are your specialists listed below for family service, health, safety, disability, behavior, education. So if you need any support there, their contact information is listed.
Go ahead.
So for school readiness goal, we're gonna discuss number 5. That's children will develop control over large muscles for movement, exploration, and self-help. So going outdoors is the best opportunity to develop large muscles. Head Start Performance Standard 1302.31 requires outdoor time for all EHS children. Each site, you should have a weather chart that gives you the guidelines for safe temperatures. So please look to that for guidance of when it's too cold or too hot. Also, please consult your director if you have any questions. If weather does not permit outdoor time, a gross motor activity must be substituted in that spot for indoors. So you're going to plan to do a stretching activity with Go Noodle, or you're going to do dancing, or maybe go in the hallway and throw balls. We can't just an extended free play. We have to do some large muscle activity with them. Also for TSG Objective 6, demonstrates gross motor manipulative skills. So we gave some examples here, such as throwing balls, pushing toys, dancing, scarf play, marching, jumping, sliding, crawling, imitating the movements of an animal, stretching or rolling. Kids love to just roll on the ground. So some big movement things there. 7A uses fingers and hands. So that fine motor, catching, zipping, finger plays, roll out Play-Doh, rhythm sticks, other instruments, buttoning, stringing, any art material, drawing, painting, anything using graspers or things like that.
Be intentional about these. Think about them when you're planning your lesson plan, and just when you're thinking about your day, be intentional about including these into your day. Curriculum fidelity, the stories, this is 3C. The stories and book area includes comfortable furnishings, high-quality books that respect diversity and promote inclusion, age-appropriate books. ITERS requires at least 21 books available to children at all times. These must include at least 4 of the 5 types of diversity: race, culture, age, ability, and non-traditional gender roles. Books should be regularly rotated, displayed neatly, and used in a comfortable, warm environment. It bothers me when I come into a site and find just a pile of books in the middle of the floor. Those books should be presented to children as something really special. And this, I know I get a lot of complaints from teachers that children just eat the books. Well, yes, they do, but that's our responsibility as the adults in the room. Not that we can always stop a child from putting a book in their mouth. That's not what I'm saying. but it's our responsibility to begin teaching even infants and toddlers how to respect those books, how to take care of them, and what an amazing world that children's literature can open to our children.
All right, anything else you can think of?
I don't think so. As always, call us if you have any questions, if you have any needs, any concerns, anything that we can do for you. That's what we're here for. We hope you all have a great holiday season.
Yes. All right. Thank you.